السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. IRS, Federal Income Tax Return or Filing. 96, 97. That's where the highest gross. And through my career in the car business, 100,000, almost $100,000. Now, previous years, and then after that, when I file in the end of the year, oh well, beginning of the year, when I file my income tax, I usually get, because I have kids, used to own a home. If I don't own a home, I get, private off donation and so on, and, business expense and so on and so forth. I will always get approximately around almost to $6,500 return. 96, 97. My ex, she has a small business. I don't remember, Melaleuca or what have you. And I changed my taxman from the person that I was doing for many years with to this salesman that used to work with me. And he said, "Oh yeah, I can get you the man." And I said, "Listen, man, I've been comfortable." But my ex, she said, "Yeah, let's do it, so I can, write my did the Schedule C." This guy he didn't know what he was doing, and they put the numbers, like $100, 120, 500. Everything is perfectly. So it raised every flag, and we got all of it. All right, and we got the same amount almost. I should be getting more because I made the highest. Yeah, and my expenses were higher, but got the same almost. Actually, not enough. We should have been getting more. Now, I fought it. بنروح بالدم نفديك يا أوباما. It's no, they can't do this. Constitution of the United States protect me. And anybody can take the federal government to court, and there. So, and banks at the time, they started this, you can't have a bank account unless you have a social security number. And when you go, they ask you, you got to give a physical address, and they know everything, and you go, they know now when you go shopping, the government knows everything. That's why back then, when they got out of the country, anywhere else they ask you how much cash, liquid cash, you have when you live in there, except in the United States of America. Because they know that everything's counted for. Every penny. Oh no, we wanted a receipt to correspond. We wanted the check. Every expense that you put in this Schedule C, you got to have correspondent documents. And when I went there, I didn't have a lawyer. And a judge, federal judge, downtown LA, I don't remember the building. When you go there, my wife almost, my ex, she was so poor thing, intimidated by, you go to the building, you have to drop. And when you go to the judge, it's like he's standing before the Pharaoh. And he told me, I remember that very vividly. I have Hannah. Hannah was with her afro. And anyway, he said, when you go play basketball, he said, let's make a comparison between you and a basketball game. You wanted to play basketball against against Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, and you thinking that you're gonna, like meaning you got to bring some equivalent to, you know, and the DA, federal DA, that they're sitting there anyway. That's it. Now, just using this as, as an example for how the government victimize, fraud, commit every crime against the masses, and because the owner of the land, they have the law, they have the constitution, they have everything, and they own everyone. We are we are nothing but slaves in the system. Brick on the wall. Remember Pink Floyd? Floyd. I always say it's Floyd. Floyd. On and on. Anyway, um, exhibits. We have the pardon of proof. Pardon of proof what? There is nothing that the government doesn't know about. Nothing. And when I realized that, after I spent sometimes with the homies, when I got the invitation and I went to there, and then I got out May 19, 2010. So, and then my case, the hearing for my Social Security case, was on the 23rd, May 23rd. And I went bender and bender, bender and bender. They said, "Oh well, we are not. I don't think that you're gonna win." Because Caduceus refused to release my records, and Scott Penkoff, doctor, Doctor, I don't know if I give him that title. Scott Penkoff wrote in my records, put it in my records, so when I take it to that they are not a psychiatric clinic, they don't have anyone there, and we can make no determination that this person is really. Even though I was taking the Skittles for for all these years and not not sleeping. But anyway, that's different subject. So when I went to there, I went to before the hearing judge and the attorney from Bender and Bender, and I said I because she told me, well, you're not ready. You're not ready. So when I asked for another hearing, okay, I did that in my own. They they granted to me because the federal government they have the recording of that hearing, and they said that it seems that you didn't understand the process or the consequences of that decision that you make, that you don't want to attend the hearing because you weren't ready, and therefore you're going to have another hearing. Now the other hearing was Fred Fleming, and it was the same thing. You're working with a paralegal and they don't do anything, and I have to call and I have to send this to the Social Security Administration. I got to do get everything, and then I fired him before the hearing, and then he wants to get paid, even though I lost. Yes, it's lawyers. But anyway, this is I just wanted to bring that to how the state and the federal government screwing us, and it was by for the IRS that uh, auditing thing. It was from 90, I think it was $7,000 or $8,000. All the money we got that we used to get anyway. I used to get, you know, it become some almost 30,000 or more by 2004. And when I filed bankruptcy, County of Riverside, uh, federal court, district court, uh, it was April, I think, of 2004. I contacted my ex. I was visiting my children, and I told her that we can. Yeah, you can file. We can file joint because and I'll pay. You don't have to do anything, and you just put your name there. I just leave me anyway. And then after that, they con her out of the money. They got the money from her federal government. That's what they do, frauding everyone out of their livelihood. And they said, oh well, we people commit. Anyway, that's it. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.